Taiwan's cuisines and snacks receive high praise from foreign media. But how do they stand out in the region? Cooking enthusiasts Clarissa and Ivy share their insights on what makes Taiwanese dishes unique.
I'm Taiwanese American. I'm a journalist and I've been writing about food, mostly Asian food and culture, for 10 years now. And I wanted to write a book about Taiwan because I feel like the conversation about Taiwanese food is quite outdated and stuck in the past. Living in Taiwan, covering Taiwanese food and culture was a natural segue. And I think a cookbook is a really great way to talk about Taiwanese identity because food is very universal, and when people come to Taiwan, they either know it as a flashpoint to potential world war or a place with great night markets and beef noodle soup. So I wanted to sort of bridge that conversation.
Clarissa wanted to write about food that was unique to Taiwan. She shared that when she was little, growing up in the US, she often saw stamps of Made in Taiwan on toys or electronics. Today, she wanted a similar creation that reflects the essence of the island through food.
When I was writing it, I really kept Taiwanese Americans in mind, or people in Taiwan, because I know sometimes your worst critic are the people who really know the island or who live here. I've known Ivy for many years already, and then my researcher was someone who just slid into my Instagram DMs one day and she helped me find my photographer.
As the co-author of the book, Ivy is essential to the creation of the recipes within. Having grown up in the countryside in Tainan and being the eldest in the family, Ivy helped out around the house as much as she could, and it was then she discovered her love for cooking. When she later moved to Taipei, she became reacquainted with her roots at a small food stall at the corner of Linson North Road in Danzai Noodles, which reconnected her to her passion. Today, Ivy lives in Tianmu, where many foreigners also reside. Known for her cooking, Ivy was approached by many for lessons in cooking Taiwanese dishes, and it was then she met Clarissa.
I knew Clarissa 9 years ago. She came to my class. She was my student. When she has any food question, she just come to me or ask me, email me some question that she want to figure out, or she want to make sure all the knowledge or the writing is correct. I think this girl need to write something because it's more specified in Taiwan cuisine, Taiwan ingredients. So I asked her, if you want to write something, I can help. Some of the recipe already in my cooking list or in my repertoire, and I teach regularly. Some are new, or I try some, but not very familiar. So when I want to make sure, especially develop a recipe for American audience, Clarissa really helped a lot. Give me some idea.
So I chose dishes that I knew that people in Taiwan eat, but as an American, I would have to explain it to someone who doesn't know the island. So I think my experience having grown up in the States and now living in Taiwan really helped me make sure that the book was comprehensive as possible, but also that I was explaining things for people who know nothing about Taiwan. In general, our food tends to be sweeter, and we tend to embrace pork, and rice is our carb of choice. But when people ask me to define Taiwanese food, it really is just the food that was invented and made in Taiwan.
This is a real battle. I need to make sure all the ingredients and taste is the American like. Sometimes I need to compromise. It's our Taiwanese cuisine, but then you need the people to like it. So the process will be, I will try from my original recipe and then try to adapt a little bit the flavor, not too sweet, and also sometimes maybe a bit sour. And then my husband tastes first. He's Taiwanese, he knows the flavor. So if he will confirm the flavor, then we are confident. Then hand the recipe to Clarissa, she will try again. And then she will give me some feedback. Every dish has their story, okay, when I develop a recipe. So I think this is my wish. I always want to write an English cookbook many years ago, since my customer all foreigner. But I think the most difficult is people don't understand what is the real Taiwanese food. They only stay here a short time, and mostly stay in night market, not into the people's life.
With all the hard work and years of dedication put into the Made in Taiwan cookbook, Clarissa hopes that readers can take away this important message.
That Taiwan is unique, and that, traditionally we have always been clumped in with China, but we have a lot of dishes here that have a long history, and that I guess the whole thesis of my book is that Taiwanese food is not Chinese food, and that we are a wonderful island with a vast diversity of flavor profiles and people, and these different threads really make up our cuisine.
Among Taiwan's culinary treasures are danzai noodles. Experiencing these flavors is critical to understanding the essence of Taiwan's culinary traditions. After all, local dishes provide more than just taste. They are the window to our nation's soul. This is Vivian Shao for TVBS World Taiwan.